Why, hello, everybody.
Look at this technological live.
Wow.
This
This
is
is
impressive.
great.
This is impressive. This is the how long has it been since we've done a live?
2 weeks?
2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks.
Well,
But we don't have this fancy background like you have brought us. We don't have these lights. So
It's all good. We have a trend going on in the chat, so if you'd like to add on to the first and the second, feel free to. Hi, Don from Boston and Joe right here from Connecticut.
yes,
And
indeed.
hello, Emperor, to yourself as well.
John was right on that. He was right on the ball.
John was on it before we were even live, so I'm not exactly sure how it happened. But
I think he has some kind of inside track.
yes.
Yes, Sean, share us your secrets.
Yeah.
So we are here for the Roll for Initiative finale, which is super exciting. So if folks haven't seen Roll for Initiative this year, I don't know where you've been because it's literally been posted every 2 weeks. But you haven't. Sorry you missed out on joining in the number drawing. But every couple of weeks we had our Dowager Emperors roll a D20 die, and for whatever amount that was rolled, people could donate, and those donations led to entries into this drawing for this super secret prize. And so now we have arrived at the time where we're gonna announce the super secret prize and pick some winners. So hi Miriam, I know you have some entries in here. Oh, echoes.
I'm not hearing echoes on our end, but then we're in the StreamYard, so.
Yeah. I don't know, John, are you hearing it from us as well? Well, hello, Robert George.
Oh, okay, never mind. Problem was on John's end. I was really self-conscious. I don't know how to fix it, so we're just gonna have to work with it.
That's what he gets for sneaking in early.
You were hearing it in past time. That's what it was.
So yeah, we have a bunch of people that are going to be on our wheel for Roll for Initiative tonight. So so stay tuned. We're going to go over some updates first, and then we're going to pick some winners. Hello, Imperial Crown Princess.
Hello, Dolores.
Hello, Dolores.
Perfect. All right, sound quality is good.
Excellent.
Great.
Alrighty. So what do y'all normally do on these lives? What goes on?
So, well, first of all, we drink
because I know Vu never actually watches the entire thing, which is why he has to ask.
Typically, we start very professionally, and then we drink, and then it devolves. But we won't be doing that tonight. It usually devolves because we start losing viewership, and we feel we need to be entertaining. So, but we typically talk about pretty much anything that's going on in the community, be it with the court or with other organizations, or just stuff that's going on, and just check in with people and make sure that they're doing okay. And then we tell them all the crazy things that might be going on in our lives. And then we just push events and we push Roll for Initiative. And apparently it did really well this year. How much did it take in?
Just a little over 2,500 this year.
That's amazing.
Wow.
That's
just
amazing.
From sitting on my couch and rolling dice.
I know.
It's like a craps table.
Right?
Except we actually gain money during that.
Right, exactly.
Hello, Michael.
Yes, our friend here. What's going on next weekend? I hear something huge.
What's the typical statement? We're washing our hair, we're getting our nails done, or I don't know, is something special going on next weekend?
I'm going camping.
Yeah.
Oh, Robert George, now I had something already queued up in the queue. So yes, we do have our Coronation 26 that is coming up next weekend. We already know a lot of folks are coming in for it. So thank you if you are going to be visiting us. We're very excited to see everyone. There are tickets still on sale through Sunday, so definitely grab those. But yeah, it'll be a full weekend. Friday we have our out of town show. Saturday, of course, is our coronation ball, and then we ended up with victory brunch on Sunday. So there's some individual pricing there. There's special community rates if you are a resident of the state of Connecticut or a nearby state. And then there's also our Canadian ticket pricing if you are from up north and need a little bit help with the exchange rate, because we will not tariff you at the Imperial Sovereign Court of All Connecticut. Let's see what else I have in here. And then protocol, our Minister of Protocol, George Hicks Richards, he would really appreciate if everyone sent in their protocol by this weekend. So that
That would be wonderful.
I would
We-
also appreciate that, so he's not stressed out.
We've
And
already
he's not stressed
received protocol from several of our out of town guests, and they keep on trickling it in every day. So we're off to a good start. But yes, get your protocol in as soon as you are able, and you will see a happy George on Friday or Saturday when you come and check it at the desk, and I can say, I already have your protocol. Isn't this wonderful?
Isn't that great?
Miriam has a brunch going on in March for the
March
Alzheimer's
2nd.
Association. So definitely look at Miriam's page for that and get those tickets. The tickets are on sale for her March brunch. Yes, Miriam, I will take a look at that and work on getting some tickets to that brunch for sure.
We've already bought our tickets.
Yes, we have purchased our tickets.
Purchased?
Purchased.
You're
Yes.
not even drinking. Why are
No.
you slurring?
It's the residual melatonin from trying to sleep at night.
The Ryan's TM have arrived.
Oh,
well.
hello, Ryan. Hello, Ryan.
The Ryans are in the chat.
And John, that
Hello.
wasn't an echo. That was me saying that twice.
And I have been snooping the Rhode Island page, so I know that you all are coming to Coronation. So looking forward to seeing you. And thank you for working on your protocol already.
We have an amazing silent auction happening. The silent auction has grown so much, and so there is a great mix in there. There's going to be some jewelry. There are there's a tabletop gaming console valued at around $400 that you can connect with your TV, and it has like hundreds of preloaded games on it. There is a lot of handmade things made by our members. So we have some scarves, jewelry made by our members, a gown that's made by our member. We also have other gowns that are not made by our members, some shoes, some wigs, some all kinds of things. So there's definitely going to be lots to bid on at our silent auction. So thank you, Dolores and her team for the silent auction. Some cake is going to be in the silent auction. Andy's famous rainbow cake is making a return.
Ooh.
Mr. M Photography from P-Town has donated a picture, a portrait for the silent auction. So definitely get that.
That's awesome.
No,
That's
that
a lot of
is
stuff.
Great.
And you'll see me at the table most of the night.
Mm-hmm. And Dolores, I have to talk to you actually a little bit later, because I got an offer for a very big silent auction item, but I can't discuss that on live now because it's monumental. So now you're gonna want to call me like right away. I know I just teased it. But you're gonna have to wait to find out, but it's good. Speaking of wigs, I just announced our wig workshop and auction that's gonna happen Coronation weekend. So Jason Hayes is an amazing wig builder. He does a lot of the Hallmark movies. He's worked with the likes of Meryl Streep, J. Hud, Ariana Grande, RuPaul, Lady Bunny, Alyssa Edwards, so many big names in drag and in movie and in cinema. And so they have graciously agreed to do a workshop to talk about, their experience in the industry, do some Q&As with our participants who may have questions on your own wigs or how to style or how to clean, anything like that. And they are bringing a pretty good selection of wigs that we'll be doing as a silent auction during the workshop. And these wigs range from in various levels. I just had a phone call with him, and he said he will have things that are good for folks on a budget, as well as your premium lace fronts that are high pageant and all the good things. So Jason, thank you so much for donating your time, first of all, and then all the wigs that we're going to be auctioning off during Coronation Weekend. And so it's definitely going to be an exciting new component to Coronation Weekend this year.
Yeah, that should be a lot of fun. I'm greatly looking forward to that, especially just to hear about his journey and everything as far as it goes. Because he does amazing work.
Hey, Kevin.
Hello, Kevin.
Welcome in.
Yeah, I was at one of his wig workshops before at Enfield Library, and one of the things that he showed was how to prep your hair and your scalp before you put a wig on, which I didn't realize like what kind of process that was, but it was almost like a full-on hair design underneath the hair design that he put on the person's head. So it was very interesting to see kind of those intricacies to do it so where you don't need 10 rolls of duct tape wrapped around your head, that you can create some structure underneath and help yourself out later. And then he also has some very cool stories. Like we all know that Hallmark is not filmed in the winter, so he kind of had like some stories about like what it's like when you're putting wigs on people that are wearing jackets and hats in the middle of July and pretending that it's big snow out. So he's definitely has lots of stories, and we're excited to have him.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I am a duct tape. I don't do any kind of prep under there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I do a bald cap.
Shake and go.
Yeah, Kevin, I would love to know more about hair too, but unfortunately I'm losing mine, so. Oh, you were talking about wigs.
It's what raining does.
Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vu knows all about losing his hair for a second time after raining. Uh-huh.
I've not lost any hair. I actually had to cover with a hat because I'm like saving my haircut because I didn't want to. I'm like at that point in time where if I get it cut now, it's going to be too long for Coronation.
That's right.
But then if it would be too soon to get it cut again before Coronation. So I'm just doing the hat until probably Monday or Tuesday will give me that perfect 3-day grown-in hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll be perfect timing.
Yep.
Because you'll be too busy later in the week.
It's under a crown the whole night anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I was gonna say, why do we bother? It's always under a crown
Yeah.
or stuck to our head from wearing a crown all night.
What I am feeling though is I just dyed my beard this week, and I'm gonna have to do it again next week. So
You dye your beard?
I do dye my beard. I know, blasphemy. I don't know anybody else that dyes their beard.
No, nobody. Anyways.
We do have Trans Coffee Talk. Thank you, Dolores. Yeah, if y'all have any coordination updates in the chat, definitely feel free to throw them out there. But we do have a Trans Coffee Talk this year that's being hosted by Dolores and Bryce and Harper, I believe, from our membership. I always enjoy Trans Coffee Talks when I go to Coronation Weekends. I don't identify as trans personally, but I always go and learn something new about experiences from our trans siblings. And I think learning about people's experience is important now more than ever. And it kind of just allows folks that are trans to kind of have that support system and be able to have discussion, and folks who are not trans to be able to understand better and be better allies out there. So thank you to our team here in Connecticut that is hosting that coffee talk 10 a.m. Saturday morning of Coronation, February 15th, in the Bloomfield conference room for a Trans Coffee Talk.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Love you too, Kevin. Have a good day at
too.
work.
I love how people always just check in while they're at work.
He's just, hey, how's it going?
Oh, that's great. Oh,
Yeah, the Vu timing of his haircut is the way to go. Actually,
yes, absolutely, absolutely.
yeah, the struggle is real.
Because, like I said, later in the week, we're all going to just be too busy, anyways. I would assume you'll be going into the hotel on Thursday. You're the usual.
Yeah, so I'll be there on Thursday. We are doing a taco bar on Thursday night for our guests that are coming early on Thursday. So when you check in, we'll have hospitality we'll have some food there for you. It's BYOB on Thursday night, so there won't be any alcoholic beverages, but there will definitely be some food and some folks around the hotel on Thursday night. And then registration and all of that will open on Friday morning.
Yeah. That's one of the things I really love about our coronation being that it's hotel based. You really never even have to leave the hotel if you don't want to. There's always something going on. There's always people hanging out in the lobby. There's always people in hospitality, and just how many people show up on Thursday is really amazing. So it's really cool that we're offering something for that, because they just start coming in as soon as they possibly can, and that's one of the great things that I love about our coronation. You just never know who you're going to see in the hallway or in the lobby, or
And like any coronation, it's like a big family just getting together, hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am taking a very close eye on weather. I know we're going to get some weather this weekend, and so hopefully it stays all on this weekend, but it fluctuates back and forth. So I'm trying not to look at it too much, but
Yeah, I think it's going to be.
Yeah.
Honestly, one of my favorite coronation experiences was before I was a member, and it was a year of a blizzard.
Yep.
And Mark and I had also volunteered for the Sweetheart Bowling League, and we had to sell tickets on Sunday morning. So we had to leave in a snowstorm to run down to Sweetheart Bowling League and then make it back for brunch.
Yep.
But I don't know. It just kind of adds to the charm, I think.
Yeah.
Being afraid of snow is just overrated. You're in the hotel, you're warm, you're safe, and there is so much to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We did get a lot of different weather scenarios last year. Yeah, as long as people can make it to the hotel, that's the biggest thing. Once you're there, we got you.
Yeah.
But so hopefully folks have very clear roads for people that are driving in. And I flew this weekend into a snowstorm in Connecticut, so I know the plane will definitely come into Connecticut regardless. Minnesota, there was like 6 inches of snow that were on the ground and people were just driving through it. So if you're flying in, you should definitely be good. If you're driving in, we'll hope for some clear roads to get you here.
It's like the Overlook Hotel. As soon as you get into the hotel, you're safe.
You're safe. Yes.
Yeah, what you're driving is always rough.
All right. So yeah, that's coronation. I think that's like basically what I have going on the next foreseeable future. I'm not sure if I have any other community updates. There's tomorrow is the last day to submit testimony for the Senate bill that's happening in Connecticut. It's a lot of different social media pages, so if you look for it, it's definitely out there. And if you have questions about it, I can definitely send you information on it. But the Connecticut Senate is working on codifying some of the rights for LGBTQ plus and other marginalized communities, and so they are looking for testimonies in order to help with that cause. And so the last day to do that is on Thursday, with the vote happening on Friday. So if you're in Connecticut, definitely partake. If you're not in Connecticut, I would probably just take a look at your local House and Senate bills that are passing, because there's probably an opportunity to submit something.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, it's very good to know. So how are you doing, Fu? Are you ready for step down number 2? I mean,
I think like there's definitely still things on the to-do list, but I think everything is where it should be. At least I hope so. I try to make sure that I have like a clear vision on everything that has to get done, but there's definitely a lot to go, but not too much to go. So
I'm sure your spreadsheets are being very helpful.
Yeah, no, the spreadsheets are super helpful. And so if folks are like waiting for communication from me, it is on the spreadsheet. It'll probably come out within the next day or so. So my dice has been announced, MCs and all that, so they'll all get instructions and other things like that. So if you're on a dais or an MC, if you're wondering what set you're on and all the things, you'll get that within the next day or two. But yeah, so the list is listing.
Good.
And there's also a couple deadlines for music for both out of town and command performances, right?
Yeah, so all music deadline is this weekend as well. So if you are performing at any point in time during coronation weekend, that's due by Sunday. For out of town, we had an amazing response. So we actually just closed down our out of town show set list. So folks that are reigning, you should already know. And have been contacted. And folks who have already submitted things, you should have been reached out to by one of our ICPs, letting you know that you're on a wait list. Most of the folks on our wait list will probably be in there, but we just don't want to promise anything and not be able to follow through. But yeah, so we are full up on our show for out of town. We have a lot of great folks coming in. I think we're projecting close to 20 courts, if not more than 20 courts this year. And so it was definitely hard to make the out of town show, because it definitely is a great problem to have. But when there are so many courts out there, it's hard to get everyone in, because we've all been there for those 40 performer out of town shows. We try not to do that in Connecticut. So, but we got
we also don't like to have to cut numbers short to get everybody all in too. So yeah,
Dolores is getting all my spreadsheets lately, mainly only for silent auction though.
Okay. She's gonna be a pro at spreadsheets by the time this reign's over.
Dolores is already a pro at spreadsheets.
That's right. That means that we have to get our music in too.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You haven't done that for me yet?
No.
Well, that's surprising.
That's because I'm still trying to decide what I'm doing.
So I think we have 20 minutes left. We're about halfway through this live, so I think we can do an official announcement of the prize.
Can we?
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
Not Dolores, actually, because I do send Dolores PDFs.
Oh, okay.
The PDF spreadsheet and send it to her so that she can flip on her phone, because spreadsheeting on the phone is not easy. So
no, it's not. He is the master, Dolores. Yes. I avoided spreadsheets most of my life until I met Boo, and I've been slowly getting into them, kicking and screaming.
Yeah, you fought Excel for how long?
yeah, but it was the pro.
So the prize this year, there's actually 2 of them, which is super exciting. And so if you've noticed in coronations post previously, both in Connecticut, it's happened once or twice, as well as when we travel to other realms. Something that happens sometimes after Victory Brunch and Victory Party is that we will partake in an escape room. And outside of the court, the 3 of us often do escape rooms as well. And so kind of in the tradition of last year's Dungeon and Dragons prize, we wanted to make the prize for this year's Roll for Initiative also another experience. Well, look who it is. Frank, I got something for you later. So you're welcome. Hi, I love you. I love you in advance.
Hello, Frank.
Hello, Frank. We love you.
We just went over coordination. So the prize for Roll for Initiative this year will involve an escape room, but it's not just an escape room, because we couldn't stop there. So first of all, there will be a virtual prize as well as an in-person prize. So all of our people who live in the state of Connecticut or very nearby that want to join us for a live escape room, we will have the opportunity for you to join us live. And then anyone who does not live in the local area, we have tested out a couple virtual escape rooms, and we found one that we like. And so if you win this virtually, we will also be doing a virtual escape room as a secondary prize.
It only took us 4 hours to complete it. It's fine.
So it was also a late night that we decided to do that. So we're going to do it a little bit earlier. And we ironed out a lot of the user error in getting used to the navigation. So
there's more to that room? Oh, okay.
Smoother process. Yeah, we know that there's different parts of the room and how to get to them now. So that is going to be the prize, and I call the second half of the prize. Folks have heard of Dine and Dash. I call this prize Dash and Dine. And so, if we are successful in dashing out of the escape room, you get a secondary prize of a dinner with the Emperors. And so, for the live escape room, if we get out in the 60 minutes allotted for the live escape room, then we take you out to dinner on us. And we have a good time after the escape room and triumph in our victory. If we don't escape, then we can still go to dinner, but you're paying on your own. For our virtual, there's going to be a 2-hour time limit because it does take a little bit more time to get through the virtual ones because there are some videos and things involved. But there'll be a 2-hour time limit. If folks get out of the virtual escape room in a 2-hour time limit, then we will send you a DoorDash or Uber Eats or some type of gift card that you can get your own dinner for. So half of the prize is doing the escape room with us. And then if you're successful with that escape room, then dinner is on us. So a little Dash and Dine prize for this year's Roll for Initiative.
And I will say the odds are pretty good because I believe there's only been one escape room that we did not complete. And considering how many of them we have done, we've got a very good success rate.
Which we still have to go back to that one and finish it because I'm still upset about
It's
that.
grating on me too, yes.
Frank, do I have jewelry for you? I don't have jewelry for you, but I did talk sneak peek about it with Mark and George, and I can defiantly say that it's much, much larger than jewelry.
Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
Oh, we got Miss Connie in the audience.
Hello, Miss
Hello,
Connie.
Connie. So good to see your face as always.
We'll be missing you at coronation.
Yes. And we will be thinking of you. And the virtual, I will say the virtual, I had never done a virtual escape room. And the one we did was really a lot of fun. I was very pleasantly surprised as to how challenging and engaging it was. And even though it was virtual, we still ended up going about the room the way we always do the other rooms and just dividing and conquering, and everybody had their strengths and weaknesses, and it was just a lot of fun. And I would absolutely do another one. I would do the same one again, just to pick up on all the things that we missed the first time around. But
because I'm sure there's a bunch of Easter eggs in it.
Yeah. So the virtual escape about it as well. So it's done on Zoom. So all you need is access to a Zoom account. And then I will be guiding us through the escape room, but you as participants will be directing me as far as what you want to look at, what you want to point to. But the other great thing about the virtual escape room that we found is that everyone also has a digital backpack. So you can, on your phone or your iPad, have something next to you that will have all the clues. And a lot of the puzzles in this escape room you can do independently if you have those clues open. And so it's really great that there's a group component to it, but also a lot of other utilities that make it easier for people in different locations to play it. So it was a lot of fun. So I think people who win will like it a lot.
So Dolores, an escape room is basically either a room or a sequence of rooms that have all kinds of clues in it, and you're pretty much left to your own devices to try to find the clues and solve puzzles. And it's all tied into a story, and you're kind of told the story in the beginning, and you just have to go in and start solving puzzles and searching for clues, and it's really amazing. A lot of them are just very fun. There's some of them that definitely have a bit of a fear factor to them by either being very dark or very small, or maybe they'll just bring you in and say, who wants to be handcuffed and covered in a hood, and that will always be Mark because it's not me. But yeah, escape rooms are really a fun way to spend some time with friends.
Yeah.
We'll choose a one that is not as scary or as physical. Because there were definitely some where I was like, "Oh, this crawling through this tunnel is a stretch."
Oh God.
But
That was the year we had to crawl for the fireplace. Was the year that I had my knee surgery, and I didn't know if I'd be able to do it.
Oh, that was terrible.
not only was there was the fireplace one that we had to crawl into.
Yep.
There was also that one that had a tunnel and they put sponges on the floor that were
Yes.
and so when you put your hands out, it would just smush. But we won't do that one. So folks who win, it'll be a fun time.
The one where we all had to be handcuffed, and I hate being restrained in any way. Yes.
That was also the game where we took a while to realize, or Vu took a while to realize, that the keys that opened up his handcuffs also opened up everybody else's, and everyone stayed handcuffed for an extra 10 minutes because I just held on to the key.
We were just looking for more keys for
And Vu's
handcuffs.
Who's just walking around free and clear.
Who knew?
Meanwhile, I'm in a box, hooded and
Just
handcuffed.
waiting to be let out.
Yep. Just
So
Fun
folks may be wondering how we're going to do this. Of course, there's technology involved.
hey.
Ooh, that's fancy.
So we're super official. So once again, depending on how much you donated during a certain week, you could have gotten anywhere between 6 and 15 entries that week, depending on what multiplier you use. So if we rolled a 1 and you donated $1, you got 6 entries that week. But if you donated $10 and multiplied your one entry by 10, you got 15 for that week. And so everyone has been loaded. And just to kind of be transparent about the process, I'm going to click through. So we have our entry number here. We have the name. This is Sam Bell. The weight is the number of entries they partook in. And so just quickly scrolling through and seeing that actual numbers were input for each person to come up with their probability and their weight. All right. All right, so we are going to choose 4 winners off of this wheel. And then since there are some requirements for how many folks you have in a room or things like that, we also will probably supplement the team that we choose from the wheel with folks that were our high donators. And so once we figure out who the 4 are from here, Mark, George, and I will chat about it. And then we'll also add a couple more winners to the list that have been really supportive throughout the whole Roll for Initiative. And so we'll announce a full suite of winners after the live. But the 4 official winners through the actual Roll for Initiative are going to be chosen right now. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle our wheel a few times. Make it there. And then spin.
Wait, it has its own sound effects. There we go.
Oh, that is Glenn.
Wow.
Glenn's a recap from
win.
Minnesota. We just saw them recently at their coronation this past weekend, where their partner Disheveled Bear didn't step down, and they will be here for coronation weekend. And so, Bren, congratulations! You are our first winner, and you'll get to try out this virtual escape room with us. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So congratulations, Bren!
Yes, congratulations, Bren.
So we're going to go ahead and remove Bren from the scenario. And then everyone has been recalibrated.
Oh, that's fascinating.
That's really cool. I like that.
And oh, I think we know what this one means.
Yup.
2 out-of-staters right off the bat. Congratulations, Josh. Josh is, of course, one of our members of Prince Royale with the court. He is our program book designer and editor. So when you see the program book at Coronation, that's a lot of Josh's hard work along with his committee. And Josh lives in Palm Springs full time now. So unfortunately, we won't be seeing him at Coronation, but always super helpful. And I'm glad that we can connect with Josh virtually now in this virtual prize. So 2 down. Bren.
Yay! Congratulations, Josh.
All right, we're gonna move Josh. This is gonna be a big shift because Josh had a pretty big wedge.
He did.
Everything's gonna adjust again. Some wedges got bigger. All wedges got bigger, actually. So here we go. Hi, Bella. Bella, you got a wedge on here. It's right there. It's that tiny little one above Trevor's name.
Tiny wedge.
Oh.
Just a tiny wedge.
The red one?
Yep, the red one above Trevor. The chance is there, Bella. We believe. All right, here we go. Choosing our third winner. Oh, Bella, it's making a
Maybe. No,
Yeah,
it's Trevor.
Trevor is definitely one of our biggest wedges. I think Trevor is one of a handful of folks that donated for every role. So thank you, Trevor, for sure for donating. And I think Trevor is actually going to be really fun in Escape Room, so I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to that.
All right, this is also going to be a major shift in the wheel.
Ooh,
all right.
Wow.
Look at Kate and Dolores with the. I'm going to shuffle it just so that I get them separated.
Yeah.
All right.
That's really cool.
So now we got this. So everyone hope that the wheel spins so that it meets this top left corner here that has a whole bunch of names and opportunities. So here we go. Last winner for this. And then again, after the live, we'll supplement with some of our high donors to announce the full winners for the teams. And last. All right.
Yes, indeed. Congratulations, Dolores.
Dolores, our Imperial Crown Princess, been doing so much work, and has been one of those other folks that have donated nearly every role. So congratulations.
I promise you, it's not as claustrophobic as you think it is.
You're gonna get to learn what an escape room is in real time.
And actually looking at our wheel right now, I can pretty much say that we have 4, 2 are virtual and 2 are in person. And we're going to go ahead and add on our 2 largest donors that are remaining. So Casey, you're going to round out our virtual team.
Yes.
And you are rounding out our in-person team. So the 3 of y'all will join the 3 of us, and we'll have a virtual and an in-person escape room for everybody.
I will say Kate and Casey were essential and awesome in the last year's
Yes.
D&D campaign.
Yes.
So thank you. And thank you again for donating this year.
All right. So I can get out of share mode here. So once again, that was our roll for initiative finale. We raised over $2,500 for this range roll. So thank you everyone who donated. Doing our in-person prize with us, we have Kate, Dolores, and Trevor. And then doing our virtual prize with us, we have Casey, Josh, and Brett.
Yes.
Excellent.
This is going to be a lot of fun.
It is. It is.
All right, Trevor's in the chat. He's excited. Yeah, so the odds are very likely that y'all will get dinner out of this. I mean, there's very few. The virtual one, I can't say, though. The virtual one, we may not. We'll definitely finish the escape room, but in the time limit is going to be a little tricky because we've only done one of those, and it took us a while. But it took us a while because it was our first time doing it.
Yeah. The big challenge is going to be finding an escape room that we haven't done yet.
That's true. Well, there's the Lara's Labyrinth that we go to in Newington, opened one in Middletown, I believe, and we haven't got a location at all.
Okay.
Huh. There's also that place in Meriden too.
Yes.
That place, Quandary.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's true too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've done an escape room there. It's really fun.
Yeah.
The one and only time I haven't done an escape room with you guys.
Oh, look at all these great folks that are congratulating everyone.
Oh.
But yes, other than that, Reign 25 is quickly coming to a close. So just a personal thank you as an emperor for another 10 days that's reigning. It's been a great ride. Thank you to Mark and George, of course, for not only Roll for Initiative, but all the general support throughout the year, and hosting events and being at events and dealing with craziness and all the above, and movie nights and dinners and everything. So it's going to be another great year here in Connecticut. If you haven't gotten your ticket yet, definitely do. We have some really cool elements this year. Our opening number is going to be impactful, we think. We have some elements from my Vietnamese culture that are going to be infused into the evening that I'm excited about. Dinner is delicious. The commands, we have 3 community performers and 3 court commands. So we're mixing it up a lot this year. And obviously, Connecticut just had 3 queens in season 15 of RuPaul's Drag Race. And so y'all know that Connecticut has some really strong talent out there. And so we are bringing some high-level talent to Coronation to show you what our community has here, because our community supports us all year long. And so really wanted to make sure that they got a highlight. So Moxie Aura, the current reigning Mix Shayest, is in the mix. Soul Daddy, an amazing K-pop drag king. We don't see drag kings enough on the circuit, so really excited to have them grace the stage. And then from the Hartford Gay Men's Chorus, we have Paul in his alter ego Iris. And if you're at the Monarchs Ball, you know that Iris can sing.
Yes, they can.
Yeah.
She can sing. So it's gonna be a great time, great entertainment. I know the Ryans will be there. Congratulations, Kate, you won.
Yay!
You missed it, but you won.
Yeah.
So
You don't know what you won, but you won.
So I
You
want
don't know what
to
you
say,
want, but and you're gonna go through this live and you're gonna look to see where we picked your name from the wheel. We didn't.
surprise. I want to say on a personal note, Vu, thank you so much for your leadership and your guidance this year. We couldn't have asked for a better emperor, and again, and we really appreciate everything you did. And I know that this was tough, and especially reigning on your own. You had your ICPs as well, but you're a sole emperor, and I give you a lot of props. Congratulations on a great year.
Big congratulations.
I'm very much looking forward to
Sleep.
a book, a movie,
There goes.
all the things that won't be happening within the next 10 days. But it's been a team effort. I mean, y'all have been doing a lot. Our ballroom team, Bonnie, Tiffany, Mist, they've been knocking it out of the park. My sister might as well be a co-ball chair because
I thought she was.
you will see many things. She has fingerprints in many places. The protocol gifts are made by my sister. Our new tipping method made by my sister. The all of the treats that we're having at Monarch's Tea made by my sister. Our set pieces made by my sister. So
That's awesome.
he has been cricketing and beating and doing all the things.
No, she is amazing.
Yeah, she's incredible.
So the prize will be after coronation because it will be.
Yes.
donation is done, we will reach out separately to our virtual winners and to our in-person winners, and we'll set up dates and times and get that all worked out, and we'll have a good time with those prizes.
Yeah,
Yes,
we will.
Yes, definitely.
All right. I think
All
we're
right,
gonna
with
wrap up.
that is the final Emperor's Live of the year. So congratulations, guys! Of another year of lives.
Yes.
We did it.
What are we gonna do on Wednesday nights?
Tuesday nights and
Okay,
Again, sleep, eat, read a book.
sounds good.
lay in your lap.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you everyone for tuning in.
Say goodnight, Vu.
Good night, Boo.
Where's the end stream?